Am I live? It says I'm not live. I'm live. Hi there. Welcome back to Japan, everyone. I'm going to be honest. I'm finishing this burger. Teriyaki goodness. Oh my God. So, hello everyone. How are you? How is everyone today? How are you all doing? We'll get on to saying some news when we got some more people in the room. I will quickly say it was a really good day today. We had over 3,000 views. We had 60 new subscribers, more than 60 new subscribers. Good stuff. So, I am nearly finished with this burger, I swear. I thought I'd try and be on time today, and I didn't quite have a chance to finish this burger. I've been working so much, my sleep pattern's been all over the place. And literally, it's middle of the day because I hadn't slept for ages. It has been work. So I just woke up. This is effectively my breakfast at 1 a.m. Greetings. Hello, everyone. Hi, Fernando, PK. So, yeah, I'm all right. I'm as good as I can be. Like I said, my sleeping pattern is a total mess. First of all, just want to say a big thank you to anyone who's effectively signed back onto our subscription list after after the channel changed. A big thank you. Welcome back. I'm so glad so many people are coming back. We're getting onto it. I keep on getting messages from people who've just found the channel, people who still don't know that the old channel's been deleted. So make sure to tell anyone who was a fan of the channel before, who liked what we were doing, make sure they know. I'm going to finish this all in one now. Excuse me. Because it's that time. Breakfast beer, I guess. I mean, it's the right time for beer, but it's also breakfast for me. So Siren Song is that. So what I wanted to check with you guys, first of all, is, and I know which direction this is going to go in. I know this is a bad question for me to even ask you guys. So we're going to start doing new material very soon. And obviously a lot of the new material is going to be taken from the Reddit. It's going to be going back to the usual sources that we usually use. My question is, and I'm waiting for you guys to say it. I want you guys to tell me what the first 3 songs are that you want me to do. What are the first 3 songs that I should review for this channel as new material? So I know some of the suggestions are democratic system. I'm going to let everyone speak and see see which direction the suggestions go in. I do wonder who we're going to vote for. Bride all day, every day, Poe. We'll be covering anyway, so we're going to let that off the hook. If there is brand new band Michael, then doesn't matter. I'll cover it either way. Is everyone getting lag? Is anyone missing what I'm saying? Oh my God, that was horrible. I hope you all missed that burp. Necro Talkie new video. Necro Talkie, actually, again, that's one I'm going to cover anyway. So thank you for that. But don't worry. I mean, that's pretty much on my radar. I definitely want to check them out. Well, I've already checked them out. I want to check. I'm not looking for band names. I'm looking for songs, guys. I want to know what songs you want me to cover. I want the correct best suggestions for what I should be covering for my first 3 songs. Like I say, don't worry if there's band Michael release anything new. That will definitely be done. The new Necro is definitely going to be done. Everyone's getting lag. This is kind of depressing considering should be really fast internet today. Wisely Brothers Thursday. Is that the next day? So let's put some names in the hat. I'm going to start putting names in the hat, and then if we get enough, then we will get democratic about this. So Wisely Brothers Thursday is on there. Assuming that is a song name and not just choice of day. It is The Fault of the Bears. I tend to find most things are the fault of bears. Bears are responsible for most of the evil in the world. The Bondo. I'm not going to do that because, like I say, that is part of the listen through thing. And considering that the live, due to the copyright thing, I would be rather foolish to scupper that. Oh, connection's unstable. Awful. Connections come back again. Yeah, I don't know why the connection's bad today. There is really no reason why it should be. Weather's clear. There's no one else in town. There's no one else in the building. The internet should be fast. Oh, how depressing. The Sunny Side of the Street by P5, an old but good tune. Is that Japanese? Because I've never even heard of that. That sounds like an interesting one. It's MTH's fault. Everything is MTH's fault. I try to steer clear of profanity on these live streams, so let's not talk about MTH too much. CMC, Lucy 2, and Anata no Hikari. Let's pop that into the hat. So far, we've got options. Please remember to keep them all Japanese. I should have probably mentioned that. The Sunny Side of the Street, P5. Oh yeah. All right. Kelmiko, Easy Breezy. Easy Breezy. Okay, we got a lot of songs getting suggested here. Let's try and keep it to one suggestion per person. That'd probably be fair. Pizzico 5, Japanese from 1990s. Pizzico 5 is actually one of the songs that I was about to upload at the time that the last channel got erased. So the funny thing is that those last couple of videos that I was just about to upload, they didn't get backed up due to just the crossover. However, I've still got all the source files that I used to make it, so I've just got to go back into the editor and like just save it and export the video file again. So I'll probably go around and do the Pizzico 5 one again. Well, Demondo is all B-sides, singles, so not any of the albums, but still good to wait a bit. Yeah, I mean, I still want to do it, like I say, in a degree of... I needed that. Ugh. Okay, one thing I wanted to mention, if anyone hasn't seen it, Five Scotches went and dropped a really cool little thing on the Reddit, and I decided to reply with an essay that was so long that it actually caused Reddit to refuse to allow me to post it, saying there's maximum of something like 10,000. I don't know if that's 10,000 characters. I'm guessing it's 10,000 characters and not words. Charisma.com. Actually, yeah, I'd done that one as well. That was another one that was about to get posted. I had a lot of songs actually that were in the posting process. I will just double check. I'm pretty sure that is the one that I was just about to post. P5. Oh, Pizzicato 5. Oh, okay. So that's backing up what was being said before. Cool. All right. So yeah, kind of on the same page about that. So when you say 5, Sunny Side of the Street by Pizzicato 5, that again might well have been the one that I did. You know what I'm like with song names, guys. You know what I'm like. I think I've done something and it turns out I haven't, or I don't think I've done something and it turns out I have. Forgive me, my memory for song names and even artist names occasionally pretty poor. So yes, anyway, I don't know if anyone, like I said, checked out that Reddit. Let me see if I can get a link just for anyone who hasn't done it yet, but it's a really cool little idea. I know he didn't ask everyone to write an essay, but I thought it'd be nice. Considering my options were a little bit weird, I thought it'd be nice to drop in some ranted explanations. By the way, I wrote it all quite quickly and didn't have a chance to edit it, so apologies for any spelling or grammatical errors. It's just I kind of reeled it off relatively quickly. Where is it? Where is it? It's kind of difficult sometimes to navigate Reddit because there we go. A questionnaire. Let's just open that up. Get the link. All right, I'm going to pop that into chat for you guys. I think that I did that right after CMC had just done that. Purple Heart, hello, welcome back. I don't know if you subbed up today or not, but welcome. We've got some more suggestions coming in. So we're talking about, as at the moment, we've only been uploading old material just to get people back on the wagon. Suggestions for what new material we should check out. There's an Inganes suggestion just dropped on there. That's really cool. Thank you all. Okay. And blah, 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 blah. So much writing. Yeah. All right, cool, guys. Everyone is back. That's so good. I'm glad that Purple Heart. I'm glad you're back as well. Thank you for that. Thank you for rejoining. I think a lot of the old guard have reset. Fortunately, this is the thing. I've got an Android phone, not through choice, but just because as all the Windows phones started closing down, I was like, well, I'm not going to buy an Apple. I can't afford that. So I went to Android phone. And you guys know about the problems I've had with this phone. But the thing which has made it particularly bad now is that obviously I've had to log out of my old Google account and log into a new Google account to make the new channel. However, joy of joy, Android phones, you can't log out of your Google account, or if you do log out of your Google account and try to use a new one, all of your apps suddenly become unusable because apparently you don't have a license for them anymore. You have to be logged into one account which is licensed to use the app, so you have to like reapprove everything or some stupid crap like that. So I can't show you the stats on there, but I'll tell you what I will do. I'll use the computer. So while everyone's talking, I'm going to try and change my Google account on this because this beautiful little machine, probably cover up so I don't share my girlfriend's image, is a Windows. Yay. I was about to say, I got a picture of my partner on the desktop, and I don't know if she particularly would appreciate me sharing her picture in advance. So when she's ready to start helping on the channel, then it'll be a good time. Oh, good news, everyone. Good news. We have a voice actress for Miku. Yes, Miku has a voice actress for her animation. The same voice actress might actually do quite a few of the characters. She's a very good old friend of mine. If you were one of the very small number of people from stuff with her, she's very, very funny, very, very good. Obviously, like with most of these things, when you get a Japanese artist represented in a Western style cartoon, is half English, half Japanese. So she is very, very capable of understanding what the material is that she's dealing with. Okay, so I have to log out of Back Breakdown. Oh, wow. Log out. It's because this computer's all in Japanese as well. It takes a little bit longer to read everything. Let's have a look at what some people are saying, actually. Sorry, I should be paying more attention to this. PK, I read your post. Are you going to do a Mozart reaction when you are to Wednesdays Australia? Well, I haven't heard any of his new material. Yeah, if he drops something new, then I'll check it out. But I heard he hasn't dropped anything in a while. When he comes back with something new, we'll get in there. Fernando, The Werewolves of Armenia by Powerwolf, German group. World Tour Wednesdays. Like I say, World Tour Wednesdays, though, we were just restarting that. That's one I'm going to have to be a little bit careful about now because obviously World Tour Wednesdays, unlike most of them, there's one that most of our listeners. All right, log in. I want to log in as someone else, Google. No. God damn it. Oh, what's this? I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Sorry. Back Breakdown. No, I want to use a different account now. Let's see what everyone else is saying. No license issued, just lined. So when you switch phones, you get your apps back. Oh, really? It's not what I had heard at all, actually. Got some lagging. Do you have some? I'll check that, though. Do you have someone lined up with a high, squeaky voice for Scandal and Silent Siren? It's mostly going to be the same woman's going to be taking on a lot of the different parts. So voices, kind of like, you know, how like a lot of animations do this. They keep their voice acting staff quite small and get them to take on each actress, each part individually. I think that's a good way of doing it. It's more reliable as well. So haven't been about lately. Where are you currently residing, says Purple. Do you mean where is this building? Because I'm sure you've been around more recently than this, because I've been here for like about 8 months now, I think. October, isn't it? So October, November, December, January, February, March. Oh, 6 months. So I'm currently in Nagano Prefecture. So it's kind of there's nothing here except bears. The terror, the true terror of bears. It's very beautiful up in the mountains, but it is wholeheartedly very boring. Is it true you recruited a dolphin from the aquarium for scandal and silence? Probably best I don't respond to that, I think. Will be hard to find a Practiceratops. Good point. Yeah, I mean, I mean, most of it is going to be done, as you guys probably know from the discussion we had before, most of it's going to be done in a sort of a narrative formula. However, this is getting really confusing. However, there will be occasional acted frames. Come on, I just want to add an account. Oh, I'm not even going to bother with this anymore. Google is just horrible. Seriously, I would just be honest with you. I think most things on the internet now are significantly more difficult to use because they've tried to simplify things. And in trying to simplify things, everything is now more complicated. I think this is a problem that started with Windows Vista. Was the first time this really occurred. Was when tech companies or internet companies tried to make things simpler and assume that, you know, the necessary few days it took to learn how to use a computer too difficult, and everyone needed to use everything immediately. And in simplifying things, they made any function slightly more complicated than, you know, pressing a button incredibly difficult. So now, you know, Google, I just want to log into a new account. There's not an option for that. It keeps on trying to steer me back towards the account it thinks I should be using. It's like, no, stop steering me. Just let me do what I want to bloody well do. So, yeah. And this is the same problem. Anyone who's used to using Apple will notice Apple who force you to have things that you don't want and treat you like you don't understand what you want on your own phone. So, yeah, I hate tech things now because they are too simple in a way that restricts freedom of what you can do. So just trying to log into a different account on that computer, I can't be bothered. I've already given up. So, let's have a look here. Now he hired Alvin from the Chipmunks. Oh, so much love here. I did think actually at one point, shall we just get someone to read out the lines and then just like pitch shift their voice right up? But I thought, no, that will probably be somewhat insulting. There's probably more cities right now. This is not outside of the realms of possibility. However, I'm pretty sure that viruses don't run at you at 40 kilometers an hour and then tear your head off. So I'm willing to take my chances with something a little bit more slow moving than a bear. I hope Howard will hire a bear. All right, what's going on? Lauren will help if asked nicely, I'm sure. I'm not. No, he's messed up all of the lines. Yeah. Je m'appelle Miku. Je suis pigeon. Pigeon. Je suis pigeon. Like, no, Lauren, that's not how it goes. That's not how she sounds. Which is kind of nice because I get to feel like I'm speaking in a very cool and cultured way every time I say it's legend. I should when I do that. PK, Howard has to ask in French though, so that could end badly. Yeah, no, I'm not talking to that bear. Gonna need a gorilla as well. Well, like I say, guys, I'm trying not to overcomplicate this by giving, because we've got so many people who are going to cover. I can't realistically just get a voice actress for every single one. But the point is, if she does a good job with the Miku thing, then I would be happy for her to do pretty much all of them. I mean, these are not dialogue heavy. These are kind of like frame by frame stories, which will be told mostly by a narrator and the occasional spoken dialogue line. So, like I said, I'm not overly bothered about having like the 50 actresses we'd require to have someone for each and every part. It's not plausible, really. But if she does a good job on this, which I'm wholly confident she will, then that will probably move on to her working with some of the future ones as well. So bear that in mind. But had a visit from my supervisor, says Harry, right the live stream. Luckily, because of the virus, it was very short. Make him subscribe. Man, you have a lot of stuff going on at your work. This is my reward for when I finish, by the way. I have me some sea chicken of the sea, which is basically tuna, mayonnaise, onigiri. Oh, actually, it says it in English. I've never seen that before. Actually, it says it in English as well. Tuna mayonnaise, unrealistically expensive onigiri. 120. Terrible. When was the last time someone was killed by one of those mystical bears in Japan? Last year. On average, about a person a year here. I'm sorry, I don't mean I mean in this area, not in the whole of Japan. In Japan, there's quite a few a year. But in the year, there was one last year, and there's usually one most years. It seems to be almost like there's a sacrifice made to the bear gods. The bear gods come down from the mountain and demand human flesh. Terrifying bastards. The worst one is that actually, I say this almost like it's a humorous thing, but I do feel really bad about it. They tell you all these things you have to do to ward off bears. Like, you know, if you have bells, they hate the sound of bells, apparently, and bear spray and all these kind of things. And there was a woman they found like about 5 or 6 years ago who was killed hiking, and she had her bag was covered in bells, and she had like cans, like loads of cans of bear spray as well. And it was kind of, you can imagine how the news treated it. They heavily reported it, but it was kind of really sad in a way, because you just kind of imagine her feeling really confident. It's like, that's fine, I'm safe, jangling around the mountain, probably attracting attention with all the noise. So I just don't risk it. There's no way of knowing for sure what keeps a hungry bear to shut the hell up, unless someone is willing to give me better eyesight than I've got and legally allow me to walk around with guns all the time, like I was some kind of American, you know, the nutters who walk into like living restaurants and stuff with submachine guns. If someone was just allowed to give me the freedom to just walk around with guns all the time, then maybe I'd feel a little bit better, but I still would probably get killed by a bear, because those things are fast and I wouldn't know what I was doing. So basically, best thing, just avoid the bears. If you think there's going to be bears, don't go there. Just avoid the bears. Keep away from the bears. Bears are dangerous. Keep away from the bears. Let's have a look and see what everyone said. Fernando, because I went on a bit of a tangent there, didn't I? When was the last... Oh, yeah, you already said that. Sorry. What's currently hot in Japan? Music scene at the moment. Really depends. I mean, Japan's got this funny habit, as you guys probably know, of like a lot of the time you get a lot of artists who come back who were, you know, sort of like they'll be 10 years again later, they're the hot thing again. It's not always something new, and I got to admit, I haven't seen a huge amount of new stuff coming up. I am glad to say that Nekai Toki are getting a lot of press at the moment, which I think is fantastic, because I really think they deserve it. The few songs I've heard have been just wonderful, and I can't wait to hear more of them. So I think they're an up-and-coming thing, but definitely Nekai recently. I've got all the magazines piled up over here. Let's see. I never erase anything. It's all here. No, but I can't find the one that I'm looking for. I can't remember the name of it. It's really annoying. You're a band who've been around. Oh, God. It's really annoying me. I should know. It's one of those names that is just like everyone knows the name of this band, and I can't remember it. Someone tell me if you can remember the name of this band, because it's killing me. For God's sake, what is it? It's annoying. That's really annoying me now. Why can I not remember the name of this band? Howard needs to move to Okinawa to flee the bears. You're damn right I do. But I don't want to go to Okinawa because it's too hot. We're a place I like a cold. But the bears like the cold as well. That's the problem. We have a shared interest in cold, which unfortunately means that we have to share the same space. Hannah, take someone with you, run faster than them. Okay. So basically, I should have someone as Flack who I got the height advantage. I don't think I would have any trouble, although I imagine the bears would come and just suddenly out of nowhere he'll turn into Usain Bolt and I'll end up getting killed. But then again, I wouldn't want James to die, bless him. I would think I would feel maybe some emotion if James was eaten by a bear. I don't know, I have to check. But I think maybe there would be some emotional reaction if James was eaten by a bear. I have to think about that. Just imagine next time he's here, he's wondering why I'm hanging like pork chops from him. It's like, don't worry, this is all good. This is good. This is to doesn't matter, you're gonna get eaten by a bear. So Just walk around with someone who that runs slower than you do. I'll say, see it. Even Harry's, everyone's on the same thinking. So, hello, Moto, you are in. Morning, Howard. You mentioned liking Blur on the Reddit questionnaire, Fred. Thank you. I'm glad someone's read my rant. Have you checked out Bellring Shoju Heart? This song Candy gives off a massive Blur vibe. Well, now you've said that, I've got to check them out because I never heard that before. I mean, it's not for Blur necessarily because Blur obviously have so many different like points in their career where they sounded so different. But I'm assuming you're kind of referring to that, if you like. I also can't leave comments as they disappear as soon as I enter them. Thought you should know. Okay, Arumi, thank you. First of all, thank you for checking in. I was playing with a feature today, and I'm going to do it now. And there is a feature on YouTube Studio that I found where you can protect certain users so that their activity is always entered. Now the internet is going really slow. Actually, just opening the Studio page, I'm still waiting. It's taking forever. So something's really wrong with the internet today. All right, let's have a little look. So I'm going to go into our settings page here, and I'm going to try and see if I can. The problem is every time I've tried to do this, because it's also the same page that you can add moderators, and you guys might remember last time I tried to add moderators, for some reason it just doesn't let me do it. I mean, there's a lot of problems with this system. So Arumi 36, yeah, it just says no matching users found, even though I can see your name. Oh, you've just suddenly appeared now. Gotcha. All right, Arumi, you have now just been put on the approved list, which means technically speaking, whatever you do should, in theory, work. The only way that anything could be removed is if a moderator actually stands in and takes it down. So effectively, there's no reason why anything you post shouldn't appear, at least straight away, unless one of our wonderful moderators decides to just be horrible and just take down your comments for no reason. So give it a go now, Arumi. My apologies. Like I say, we've had trouble for years with just all kinds of stupid random stuff comes up with the system, even with the live chat. I mean, it seems to be okay now, but we used to have things where there were people literally trying to talk on the live chat and the comments never came up. So yeah, we're trying our best, and we do have these little bugs and glitches come up occasionally, but don't worry, you should be good now. So let me know if there's any problems. Not sure how you would let me know, ironically. But if you do have any problems, then just try and get in contact and let us know. And actually, if you don't have any problems, get on the Discord or the Reddit and let us know, and then we'll be able to see that for sure. Sven, Necro Talkie got a major deal this year. Good. I'm surprised. I didn't know that, but that's good. They deserve it. I do really think they deserve it. I mean, like I said, I'm only a few songs in, but I'm very convinced they deserve it. I was trying to leave a little idea on my Reddit post about some of the bands who I'm waiting to see who I think could be real favorites in the near future for me. Necro Talkie is definitely one of them. Necro Talkie, Peggy's. I know they've been around for a little while, but I really love what they do. It just depends on how much variation the Peggy's have, because I really love what I hear. Sometimes their songs are more interesting than others, but they do seem to be really good at that three-piece formula. And oh yeah, I Love Me as well. That's a band who I've really been enjoying. So yeah, those three bands are definitely on my list. King Knut, still haven't listened to them yet. I noticed that I'm not going to say his name, but the other reactor whose channel interestingly has not been struck down, who seems to, shall we say, be farming out material without any reviews on it, just sort of kicking out stuff to get views. He's covered a lot of King Gnu, and he seems to get a lot of views every time he does. So they're a bit of a hot topic, obviously, at the moment. I'll give it some thought. But I'm not in a rush to jump on any bandwagons at the moment. I'm more interested in listening to the bands who, bring in the fans. I think I mentioned the other day of Radiohead, and she does like a lot of depressing music, but I think I did mention this before, and someone said no, they're not depressing. So okay, I'll give them a chance. Fernando, look, would put James to good use for once? Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? CMC, serious lagging. Have you tried turning off and on again? Maybe if I just turn off the internet on the computer thing, this computer thing, the other computer thing. You all know what I'm saying. Sure you do. Let's turn the Wi-Fi off on this. Maybe that'll help. All right, Kate, then that kind of invalidates the entire point. Everyone but press like if you haven't pressed like. Yay. YouTube's new studio is garbage, so of course there is problems. It is pretty garbagey. It's not as bad as I think sometimes when they update things they get bad, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It is a bit garbagey though. And it's just that it's doing that thing I was talking about earlier where they've tried to simplify things to the point that they've actually managed to miss things out. By oversimplifying, they've actually managed to make anything more complicated than the utter basics become extremely difficult. And I'd really hate the thing that you can't upload multiple videos now. You have to upload them one at a time just to make sure that you're confirming correctly that they are not for children. So I don't care about these American laws. Not in America. Copper is not for me. So Arumi, watch out for Sven. Gone a bit power mad. Yeah, we might have given Sven too much power. Well, there is a new Peggy single. Yeah, that's another one I'm going to be checking out, by the way. So December versus Japan then. Versus Japan. No, I think that's the channel that you mentioned the other day. But I don't really know anything about that channel, if I'm honest with you. Sven says yes. Arumi just got unsubbed again. Really? Well, actually, if you just got unsubbed, I should be able to see that. I'm just going to F5 the studio page. I have heard about people saying that they're getting unsubbed from channels. Maybe, I mean, if you're getting unsubbed and you're not able to post comments, maybe for some reason YouTube is doing something against you specifically. Maybe just the algorithm has decided that it doesn't like you for some reason. This wouldn't surprise me. I mean, keep on hearing things from, yeah, no, apparently you're still on our list. That's weird. All right. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on that. I don't know what's going on there. Time to eat. See you later, Sven. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. This is a good time to listen to the Bish eating song. Of course, that was re-uploaded straight away. Blame the band that shall not be named, or maybe the Bears. You know what? I think if it was between the band that should not be named and the Bears, I would take the Bears every time. I would sit down and eat baguettes with the Bears before I sat down and broke any bread with those bastards. Have you tried it in a different browser? No. Although you actually recommended a different browser to me, I think, the other day, because I bookmarked it somewhere. So yeah, I do need to try a different browser. But so we got some ideas on what songs you guys want me to listen to next. So we got Wisey Brothers, Lucy 2, Anata no Hikari, Pizzicato 5, Chemical, Charisma, Ninganis, and also as mentioned about Boring Shochu Heart. So, guys, tell me, what do you guys want me to listen to? Because I'm going to narrow this down to a list of 3, hopefully. What ones do you think I should do next? And if we get this Wi-Fi working better, like I say, I wanted to do some really cool live streams this week, but I need to get this Wi-Fi working a hell of a lot better than it's working right now. Keeps on coming in and out, which is a bit of a nuisance. So, see if we can narrow this list down, and you guys can tell me which 3 songs you want me to get on the list for the coming week. I am going to keep on posting some of the oldies, but going to try and balance them up against new stuff. Harry, I currently use Microsoft Edge Beta as my main browser, as I found Chrome to use a lot of resources on my computer. I think a lot of people agree on this. Actually, I really need to get onto a new Edge browser and give that a go. There's a new Polkadot Stingray single, but that is pretty much guaranteed strike. Yeah. Ironic that we never got a strike for the Polkadot Stingray ones that we did. Those never struck out because everyone was always warning, don't do Polkadot Stingray, don't do Polkadot Stingray. We never got struck for them. So that was kind of weird. Hannah, everything I suggest is a little left field, so I'll just watch whatever. There's no reason not to do it. What we got here? Brandon CF1. How am I going to shorten your name? I think I'm just going to call you Brandon. Not if you don't post the reaction. When you say not if you don't post the reaction, explain what you mean? As in you don't, as in the copyright strike thing, or as in the watching thing, or as the recommending thing? Let me know what you mean there. Fernando, Polka Dot Stingray, new single. Yeah, we just can't review only. But okay, so I'm not 100% sure what you're replying to there. So let me know what you what. Sorry, I'm trying to work out what the point you're getting towards there is. So let me know what you mean by that. Are you recommending not to post the reaction, or that's what I'm trying to work out? CMC. Chrome effectively uses each tab as a separate container to make it more secure, but it does mean it uses more resources. This is probably one of the reasons I've had less problems with Chrome than most people, is that I'm a little bit OCD about tabs. Usually if I've got more than 2 tabs open, I start looking at the top of the screen all the time. I'm like, well, don't need that. Close it. I'm not one of those people who has like so many tabs open that you can only see like the first letter of the title of each one. Really interested to know what Brandon's going to be mentioning there. So I'm holding on to see Brandon's point on this one as well. So yeah, where was I going? Yeah. So we're going to be doing a mixture of material over the next week. I got smiley face on my hand again. Hello. We're going to be doing a mixture of material over the next week. Remember to hit like, by the way. And that will be including, I'm going to keep on posting some of the old stuff because we just need to get the views coming in. We need to get the views and the subs who maybe, because obviously the thing which was working so well about the channel before is we'd covered all the big name songs that most reactors do, which meant that we just had a steady flow of viewers coming in regardless of what we did. There was always viewers coming in just to check out old material, which meant that we kind of had more freedom to check out new stuff and, sort of smaller bands and things. But obviously now that our entire back catalogue is not here and I'm having to re-upload things, I am going to keep on uploading some of the old ones again, just to keep, if you like, an underlying background. So I might do something like one oldie and one new one every day until we get the animations on the way. But there's some cool stuff going on. So we'll get there. I swear. PK, you mispronounced Kelmico. Well, I just said Kelmico, so I'm probably wrong. Is it Chelmico? Name, by the way. It's a combination of their names Rachel, Chul, and Mamiko. Cholmiko. So you pronounce it like that. Cholmiko. That does not roll off the tongue at all. Now I think Chemical runs off the tongue better. Oh well. It's kind of like with a Gakkaric spin that turns out it's like Gatcharik spin. Like, that suddenly sounds much difficult to say. With Bubbles with Necry Talkie, which he changed to Necro Toffee. Toffee of the Dead. So CMC, so PK, it's pronounced Rachel Mamiko. Hannah Elizabeth. Okay, my suggestion. Leo Am I, New Roses. Should do your live version. Let's put that in the list. So we've now got more. I'll check that out. Anyway, yeah, certainly. So Brandon, I missed the beginning of a live chat. Are you going back to the original format with reaction review? If it's the view only, like the videos on the new channel, then no copyright problems. Well, at the moment, I'll cover that again because this is something we covered in the last live stream, and I think it does deserve going over in each of the videos for now. So thank you for bringing that up. We had a discussion about how this should be done. Now, the biggest problems obviously come down to the best system is if you can just do a reaction video. At the same time, the thing that kind of I like to think sets us apart from other channels is the fact that the review is something that we focus on as the core of what we do, sort of giving an interesting review, starting a discussion. But the reaction is what a lot of people tune in for initially. So it's like, okay, how do we do both? What we kind of decided seemed to be the general consensus was we wanted we didn't want to do link and sync. Link and sync is too difficult for too many people on too many different formats. I mean, I don't use Apple myself, but apparently people who use Apple are not able to do this link and sync thing easily. And I think a lot of people using mobile devices, it's just about, and plus it just involves a lot of unnecessary effort. So the option we came up with still involves a bit of effort for people, unfortunately, but it is kind of an option, is that we would do the videos, what you would see on YouTube would be the same as the edits that we're doing now. You get an intro, and then you get a little screen come up instead of the reaction, and then the review. But what actually would happen is when that screen comes up, it would say, okay, if you actually want to see the reaction element, click this link, and it will take you to a folder we've got, which will be like a Google Drive folder, which will contain, or maybe it will take you to the Reddit where this will be linked or something, but it will contain the reaction as a separate video, not put on YouTube, put in a secure store folder that you can access through a link. So it's a privately held file. So you can go there, just check it out. I mean, there are a lot of these storage things like Dropbox, and I think OneDrive does this as well, but I'm hoping that Google Drive, as it's the biggest one, does this. And I'm going to pay for a premium account using the Patreon money. That usually has very simple options where you can just watch it like it's a video player. So my hope is that maybe we can do something like on the Reddit, where you don't even have to follow the link to Google. It's just some way that we can get the Google OneDrive whatever it is player to appear in Reddit, so people can just click on the link, takes them straight to Reddit or something. You can watch it straight there with one play press, something like that. But basically it means the reaction will be available. The video on YouTube will basically be intro and review, but the reaction will be available if you want to watch it. It just means that if you want to see that video, you just have to click an extra button. People probably won't follow that. The regular followers will. Most other people probably won't. But the point is that I don't want to get accused of just not giving the reaction, because I think it's a relatively important, it's a fun part of the video. It's not the most important part of the video, but I know a lot of people are really into that. And I noticed with the videos we've posted this yesterday and so far on this channel, we got a lot of heavy dislikes on videos that we normally, or that previously we got a lot of likes on. I think part of that might be thinking that we're just spamming and that we're just posting the same video again without realizing it's a new channel. But I think a lot of it does come down to people who are just angry that they don't get to see me bob my head along to the music. So, don't get me wrong, reaction can be important. It is a good way of communicating. But it's something that overall, I don't think it's the most important thing we do. And so I'm willing to lose it from the YouTube videos, but I also don't want to be criticized for simply not providing it, because it is also, it's kind of fun. I mean, I like the idea that you get to sit down and listen to the music with someone. So you're sharing, before someone gives you a review, you actually get to share the song with them. So yeah, I that's the system we're going to go for. It might be refined over time, but we're going to start off with that in the coming week and just sort of baby steps, see how it works, see what people think, see how that goes. And then we'll talk about that a little bit more in the future. But as always, any suggestions are welcome. And I think everyone here, we still only just got over 100 subs. But I know that we've got a lot of people who are very sort of involved with the channel. Some people who don't speak, who are just kind of there silently. But them who are involved. I do just want to quickly check actually while we're here. Arumi, if you're here, Arumi, can you just tell me if you're still here? Just tell me if you found out anything about that sub issue. Are you still subbed? Have you been able to resub? Can you let me know what's going on? Because I'm a little bit concerned about what's happened with your account. So yeah, Arumi, if you're still here, please drop me a message on here or just however you can. Like I said, if you can't drop a message here, if you can't type here for some reason, if you are being blocked, get onto like the Discord or the Reddit. There's links beneath all of the videos at the moment, and just let me know what's going on, because obviously I'm very concerned about what's happening with your account. And I mean, if it's happening to more people, that obviously makes it even worse. So just let me know what's going on there, mate. Hello, Moto. Related to Bish, there are 2 new songs from the Gang Parade Splitter. If you're at all interested in the other WAC groups, I am actually. I was starting to get into more of the other WAC groups. I was actually going to do more Empire as well. I will. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, unfortunately, we're slightly scuppered by the fact that we're just trying to get back on our feet at the moment. But there is a lot of things like that I am interested in. Actually, let's just with that. I'm going to start mentioning some things to myself. So yeah, what sort of whack stuff, Bam Michael. So you mentioned, yeah, because Gang Parade, yeah, they're really popular actually. I'm surprised I haven't touched on them before. Band Michael or Bandmate or whatever the hell is going to be coming out. I'm wondering if, I mean, although I like the Band Michael thing, I think you guys know I said before, I like the idea. I didn't think it necessarily worked as well as it could have done. So I wouldn't be too upset if they tried a different April Fool's thing, if they had a different alternate band image for the 1st of April, whatever they're going to do. It'd be interesting to see what they come up with. What else did we mention? Oh, there's new songs from Necry Talkie as well, isn't there? And Peggy's. Yeah, so there's a lot of new songs coming out, so I'll type those down as well. I'm not going back to doing the list thing. It's just temporarily for this week while I'm not able to focus as much on new material as I like to. Dean Fujioka, aka the man with the charismatic hair. Yeah, I remember that live stream. Yeah, I got to check something out. I just remember, I think you guys played me one of his songs, and it wasn't that bad actually. It's pretty all right if I remember correctly. It's actually that was on the Discord. PK, it's actually more natural for me to pronounce it like that, but I guess that might be it might be a German thing. We were talking about the German CHs before, weren't we? Chelmiko. Yeah, I guess when you get used to it. When you click on the link for the Google Drive, it will open a new window tab, but does have a native player for videos. That's really good. That's really good. Okay, definitely. We've got to give that a go then. Bandmate as a jazz band, says Fernando. That's something that I pitched that would be a relatively interesting idea before. I think that they could do that kind of thing. I mean, they have the inherent skill. The innate skill is there to do something like a jazz thing. I know it's not at all what they do, and I know that a lot of their fans wouldn't be so much into it. But, you know, if you're going to be experimental, I mean, like I say, when they're doing the high kind of said about the band Michael thing that you guys might remember from my previous reactions was actually, I think the problem is that they didn't go far enough. It felt like, and this is something I said, for a band with so much ability, so much talent, and so clearly able to do more than what they are famous for. I felt this about band Michael. I felt this a little bit like I say about Conqueror, which is my favorite album by them thus far, and I absolutely adore that album. But in both of those cases, I expected something more adventurous than was there. I felt that there was the seed of more. I'm not wanting to alienate fans, as they're a band who are still up and coming. Might be that whole rock thing that rock bands don't like to not be rock, but I do think that I do want to see. I mean, I do want to see Bandmate just every now and then. They don't have to stop being Bandmate, but just throwing something out there, which just because they have the talent to do it, just do something that's just so out there that you go, oh, what is this the same band? Just just for a laugh. And so when they're sort of saying, oh, April 1st, April Fool's, here we're Band Michael, and then they kind of don't actually sound that different. It's kind of mainly cosmetic changes to the songs. That to me was kind of I don't know. I felt a little bit like it could have been more crazy. So if they did something like a jazz band thing, I might not even, the songs might not be my favorites, but I would just appreciate it as a demonstration of their innate skill. So for me, they've got so many good songs already. Nothing's going to erase that. They're not going to erase having brilliant songs by doing something crazy that might be totally out there. But they're an upcoming band. They're getting bigger each year. So probably their fans they don't want to risk upsetting their fans at all. And we all know that a lot of hard rock fans, metal fans even more so, but hard rock fans, if you do anything outside of genre, then they're very ashamed. No, how dare you? I heard people literally talking about the song Page, saying, "Oh, it's too pop. Oh, I don't know what's happening to this band. It's too pop." I'm thinking, are you kidding me? What's wrong with you? So yeah, I kind of understand why they're holding back. I suspect I'm actually kind of looking forward to the older stages of Bandmate's career when they don't have to give a damn about what anyone thinks anymore. I think when we get to that stage of their career, we're going to see some unbelievably interesting music. For now, though, we just got a very talented band who kind of staying safely within their tram lines. Not trying to ruffle too many feathers, just trying to ruffle feathers. See what I did there? But just trying to be good at being them. And they certainly are. They're excelling beyond what I think their peers seem to be able to achieve. Arumi, it boots me whenever I refresh It's only your account that this has happened with thus far. I'm not worried for my sake, but it may be happening for others trying to populate your new account. Yeah, I am a little bit concerned about that. Maybe try it on what CMC was saying about trying a couple of different browsers. If you are able to experiment with that and tell me anything you find out, I'd really appreciate it. But I'll certainly look into it as well. There's very little I can usually do from this side because as good as Google are and YouTube are about most things, they do not communicate, and their help files are just total trash. So when it comes to things like this, technical issues, you get very little. So I will try my best to see if I can read up and find out what's going on. But we had a similar problem on the live chat before where people weren't able to post, and I never got a satisfactory answer to that. So I'll see what I can. But thank you anyway. Thank you for coming back. Just remember we're here, and I'll see what I can do about everyone else as well. But yeah, might be a browser thing. I know sometimes browsers, you do something like you click a button that has a connected script and it just doesn't work. So it might be a browser thing, but we'll see what happens, certainly. If you've maybe got like a couple of things like a computer or a tablet or a phone, maybe try it on a different one and see if one of them has a different effect. Yeah. We'll see, certainly. Hello, you just summed up my thoughts on Bandmate in general. I assume in a positive but nuanced manner. Thank you. I'm glad that when people agree with me, it all makes me feel a little bit better about my opinions. Harry, here's a link to a video on my Google Drive account if anyone wants to see how it works. Yes, I do want to see how that works. Although it's a video, so it's probably going to kill my internet connection now I've done that, as I don't seem to have much in. Yeah, it's still going really slowly, isn't it? YouTube redirects. Oh, this is Harry. This is good. This is some goodness. Yes. I like how that works. All right. I'm gonna jump in with that. Definitely. Fernando, did you see the Scandal live? That's the level Bandmate should have done in their live. Yeah, again, I don't want to slag off Bandmate because effectively, I've really enjoyed them. I covered all of their songs. I've seen them live in person, all of that. But I did that live stream didn't work for me. And having spoken to a few people on here, including Uber fans, I think they were deliberately going for that kind of underground guerrilla radio look. But all it really left you with was, I can't hear what you're playing. It's like, and just as the camera moves around, it walks up to the guitar, and then all you can hear is guitar. Walks up to the bass, and all you can hear is bass. It's like, I can't enjoy the song like this. So yeah, it's the Scandal one though. The sound was really, really great, and they had a multi-camera shoot. You don't want them to do it overly studio. You want it to still feel live, but it is, because it's being played live, it's going to have that sort of dynamic. So I think the Scandal one was much better handled. And I felt, like I said, I just felt the Bandmate one was a shame because I was really looking forward to that. And even though, like I said, I'd seen them live already, I knew it wasn't going to be as good as seeing them actually live. I just was a little bit downhearted that the sound quality was impossible to enjoy. It was that bad. It was impossible to enjoy, just for me at least. Arumi, I'll keep trying and let you know as best I can. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. I'll keep off from this side, although, like I said, I'm kind of limited what I can really find out. I will have a look into it. PK, well, Howard hasn't heard all the songs in that live, so probably shouldn't watch that yet. I kind of watched it knowingly, trying to sort of skim over the songs, not overly analyze it, just kind of enjoy it as background music. Because I think Scandal are so popular that there is a good possibility I've heard a lot more Scandal songs already than I actually know I've heard. So I thought, it's okay. Listen to it as background music. Just kind of let it be enjoyable. So yeah, maybe I've heard some things on that live that I shouldn't have heard. Almost definitely I have. But, I wasn't really paying enough attention to steer any opinions, I think. Harry, both the account and my Scandal fan account was able to sub without any issues. Okay. And thank you, by the way, thank you for double subbing. But yeah, okay, that's worth bearing in mind. I suspect, considering the number of subs we did get today, I'm suspecting that most people aren't having a problem. That does not mean that it doesn't happen. That's the thing about computers. It wasn't set up. So you have to be aware that advance would be of a camera. So we were warned, but it should be done better next time audio wise. We discussed this before, and I do maintain that it's the fact that they said it in advance that to me makes it worse, because it says that they had time to do something about it, and they did have time to do something about it. if I have got a camera which has better audio than that, and I can just plonk it out of anywhere, I could have given them this and it would have made it better for everyone. The sound would have been better. The video would have been better. And you can live stream from that. So, you know, and, you know, on top of that, they had the audio equipment in the room. You could see they had audio equipment in the room that could have mixed the audio better. So I don't believe there's an excuse. I think it was a deliberate choice, whether it be for ease or whether it be to kind of look more underground. I don't know what that was for, but it was definitely a deliberate choice, in my opinion. So, you know, to be fair, like you say, they did tell people it was going to be, the quality was going to be low, but they didn't tell us why. Well, not convincingly why, in my opinion. Because, like I said, I think a lot of people were looking forward to that. And, you know, you could see when you were watching the performance, the video was really cool because you could see everyone in the band was really getting into it. So just to me, it was a bit sad that I couldn't get into it as much as they were getting into it. It's like, I'm watching them and they're really into it. I'm like, oh, this is cool, but I can't really get into it because it's just this tinny hiss is all I'm getting. There you go. I'm going to stop bitching about that now. Harry, Scandals Live was put together by an organizer in Osaka, but the one they did last year at Red Bull Studios, they did themselves, was well done. Also, the seeing the cameramen walking around them, well, yeah, I mean, you in a way, you still want it to feel like it's live. So seeing the cameramen walking around them is actually fine. I mean, it's not like they're trying to make a music video after all. Just it's so clear that it's not difficult to do a good quality room. At the same time, you're not expecting it to come off like a studio thing. You just kind of want it to be sort of nice and enjoyable so you can feel involved. PK, they pretty much just played their most popular songs. So if you heard any Scandal songs, it probably was the ones that were included in the live. Yeah, I'm not incredibly surprised by that either. So that's all fair enough. All right, guys, I'm going to start wrapping this one up now. You know the reason why. We're at the hour line. And just, you know, like I say, until things start getting together, the 2-hour live streams are still something that I intend to do. It's just for now, there's a lot of things going on still. And, you know, now with the channel as well, I have to, you know, seriously, before this, like I said, I woke up and got some breakfast. But before that, I was working on the channel. After this, I'm going to be working on the channel again. I've just got to keep as many hours of the day as I can for working on the channel. But, of course, I'll always be like coming in and catching up with you guys as much as I can. I want to do a lot more live streams in the near future. There is one that I'm going to be doing, which is I'm really looking forward to do it. It's going to be really, really fun. I've got this really good idea for a live stream that it's probably going to take probably going to be like a free off stream to pull what I intended. But we got that. Also, I said about doing a marathon live stream, which is a bit difficult at the moment, but that's something else I want to do in the near future. So there's a few things I want to do. I've got lots of cool stuff coming. Thank you as well for everyone who asked the question. Welcome to Arumi. Nice to talk to you. Thank you for explaining about the problems as well that you've been having with the account. I will look into that. Thank you as always to all of our regulars. Big thank you to Brandon as well for coming in and asking some relevant questions. It's really nice to have people you know, asking these questions, staying involved in what's going on. So anyway, I'm gonna just follow off the last few comments we got. See what everyone says. Hello. So I can say hello, Motto. Best of luck in your current endeavors. I'm assuming that's to me, so thank you. Thank you. I'm doing my best. I want to keep everything good. I really want to get this channel back to where it needs to be. And the animations is going to be a really big thing. I'm looking forward to doing them. They are coming along really well. So I'm really looking forward to doing the animated series as well. Fernando, to make things even worse. Oh, no. To make things worse, edited version of the live with new camera angles, but they did use the original soundtrack. I guess we're talking about Bandmade here, are we? Which... shame. Harry, I thought that having the live chat projected on the wall was smart. Gave the band a representation of the audience watching. I saw Tomomi looking up the live chat. That's nice as well because it means that they can actually respond to it directly. It's coffee time. It's always coffee time. Always coffee time. Cheers, Brandon. PK, good night. Harry, Janet. So anyway, look, as always, thanks to everyone. I'm going to be trying to keep in regular contact with you guys. If you're on the Discord, now that we are now effectively, it's all of the, if you like, the family of people who were so connected to the channel before it had to be rebooted effectively. I know that everyone's very close on this, and yeah, it's a real good sort of group of people we have here. So I'm going to try and share a lot more stats, share a lot more information, so that really the channel is shared amongst us all, so everyone's a lot more involved. So as always, thank you very much. Thank you as always to CMC. Remember, CMC's keeping everything going on the Reddit. I want to get a lot more people on the Reddit as well, so do check that out. There was a really great Five Scotches put a really great little pick your bet 10 favorite Japanese and 10 favorite non-Japanese artists thread on there. Do check that out. You have to scroll through a few things, as we've got a lot of stuff coming up, but check it all out. Yeah, CMC's just dropped the Reddit link again. Do get into all of those things. Like I say, I appreciate it. If you haven't pressed like, please press like just before we finish. The stats are really important now more than ever. And like I said, just a massive appreciation to everyone who is here. You guys have come onto the channel again so quickly. And yeah, like I say, we had a really great stats day today. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit harder, but it's going to be good. And anyway, for now, from Japan, thank you so much for tuning in. Can't wait to speak to you all soon. There will be live streams coming as and when I can, rather than just on Saturdays, while we get things back up and running. But as always, check out all the videos you can. Play them just to help with stats if you don't mind. And there will be new material as well as new live streams coming in the following week, as well as some oldies as well. So for now, ciao, ciao. Yeah, ma, onigiri. Yeah.